Good afternoon. My name is Percy Bedard. I'd like to have your utmost attention for a very important message. At the age of 65, after enjoying very good health, I was diagnosed with 4-stage cancer. This is after extensive testing prior to this by my doctor, acknowledged by 6 specialists that stated that all the tests that were available failed to show what was yet to come. 4 months later, I have 4-stage cancer. Okay. After 2 years of chemotherapy, other treatments, radiation, and so on, my last visit with my oncologist showed that the cancer was on the move again. Well, since then, I can certainly feel that. So, just like we did when we were diagnosed, we said, okay, what's next? What do we do? Let's do it. Okay. She said, well, a cloud came over her face and said, as it stands now, there is very little we can do for you under the Ontario Health Plan. Although there is a drug available called Zytiga, produced by Janssen's, a division of Johnson & Johnson, or vice versa. However, unless you can pay for it, unless you have a special health plan, you can't get it under OHIP. Oh, really? So, how did we ever get in this mess? Well, I don't know. Have our politicians been spending our tax dollars foolishly? This is a province that was once regarded as one of the leading places in the world. Our politicians perhaps can take some blame for that, because the way I see it, our workforce is still among the top in the world. We still have very, very good industries and resources. But however, the management side may have contributed to the position we're in today. So what can we do about it? Well, the drug company has this Zytiga is funded throughout Canada, but not in Ontario. Oh, really? What can we do about it? I immediately could see that this drug had been funded since July of 2011 throughout Canada, except in Ontario. I know there's been a lot of dialogue and dealings back and forth. The drug company at one point lowered their price to try and get Ontario on side, and when they lowered their price for Ontario, they also lowered it for all their other customers. Okay, that's a pretty good gesture as far as I'm concerned. Still, no Zytiga for us. I happen to be sitting in the office with my friend. We immediately acknowledged what we needed to do, and that was to go to you through the media. None of you knew this situation existed. Well, I'm not a public person, but I'll tell you what. Faced with this situation, it isn't hard to stand up here and tell you the news. I can accept the fact that I have cancer. I can accept the fact that I will die from it with dignity. But I will not tolerate the fact that it's available, it's funded throughout Canada, but not here for the many men that are in the same position as me, and the potential that it could affect any one of you. So, I know today many of you have taken the time and the patience to sign cards, postcards, petitions, go on Facebook, do whatever. That's wonderful, and I appreciate it. But I want you to do something more. One thing more. Whatever number we reach today, if that's 500 or 1,000, okay, think about this. Think hard. When you go home tonight, surely you can touch one more person that will share your belief that this should be funded. So if each one of you do that, remember, we're doubling our impact beyond your own personal signature or your message to the Ombudsman, your MPP. Another way to look at it, we send soldiers overseas to defend the democracy that's threatened over there for their people. Surely here at home, we can participate in our own democracy. Would you not agree? Get your pens out. Get your phones out. Everybody's got 3 phones, 5, 6 phones. The numbers are there. It takes 5 minutes to make 4 contacts. Your MPP, the Ombudsman, the Minister of Health, and your neighbor. Get him involved. And I'm not asking you to do this for me. Do it for that little kid, your neighbor's little kid that thinks you're really cool. Who hasn't got a kid like that in his life? That kid will grow up one day. He has the potential of facing the same situation I'm facing. But it could happen when he's 45 years old. I stole a lot of kisses since I was 45. I stole a lot of bases in baseball. I had a really good time. So I feel like I'm one of the luckiest guys in the world. But this other guy might not be. Do it for him. Do it for the guy that's chasing your daughter, wants to marry her one day. Do it for your brother. Do it for your father. Do it for yourself. Hopefully you won't need it. But wouldn't it be comforting to know that it's available? And we did it in a diplomatic manner. Now, I have a whole lot more to say, but I'll keep that for another day. At this time, I would like everybody to pause for a moment of silence for all the guys that passed away in the past year, but with had they had the treatment of Zytiga, may have joined us here today. With that, I would like you to please pause. Thank you so much. Please participate. Please.